the smell of rose flower. Because it reminds me of my mom. It's a beautiful flower. My mom is a very beautiful woman. I would say African traditional baby. I put on my skating gloves with a lovely pair of shoes, and my big gilly is a headpiece. You don't just wake up and say, tie the headpiece. You have to learn how to tie it. When you tie it well, the journey I was going to the Wondless Baby School every Tuesdays and Thursdays to help give the babies a bath and feed them. I love doing that. The thing is that most of those babies were picked on the wayside, and some of them became orphans because their parents somehow died, maybe accidentally, things like that. There is a saying that my grandma used to tell us, always be yourself. Whatever situation you find yourself in, believe that it's a phase you can
I didn't even read. There's some reverb on my voice. Hello and welcome to a stream from outer space. Outer space! Space! And then back in the room. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special Carry On Up the Modular. Where's all this noise coming from? I've got noise everywhere. Let's just mute that one. Hello, everybody, and I hope you're all fine on this fabulous Sunday evening. And yeah, let's say hello, who's in the chat. I'll put my glasses on so I can actually read the chat because I can't without them. Let me just do this first. Hair is back in my face. It's maybe a Sunday thing. Right, okay, so going all the way back, Steve was the first one of my my moderators. I know Sam was in early, but with it being the Inky stream, tribute stream weekend, I know he's going to be in and out, so more about that later. So Steve, Craig, the Wookiee, Synthseeker, hello again, yes indeed. And who got the Synchrotron, Andy. I hope you enjoyed your song earlier on from The Symptoms of Reality. Cloudface, how you doing? Tracker Jack, hello. I hope the audio's better for you. I mean, we've spent a little bit of time now, and hopefully, it is to liking. I sing, hello. How you doing? And Culture of Ghosts. And for the hills in the Paul Holmes. Gary Byrne, good evening, sir. How are you? A lot less techno tonight, right? Although there were elements of kind of like garage, psychedelic trance, but more in a sort of like, in a sort of meditative kind of brainwashing kind of way. The sort of thing that you might find on The Prisoner. I think, I think you could find this music that I've just... I don't know, wandered into and out of and around and above. That would have been totally in place on the cult 60s TV show with Patrick McGowan, The Prisoner. I'm not a free man, I'm a number, I think he used to say. Or did he? Was it something else? Anyway, Alcatroid, you were right at the beginning as well. I know you were. You were number 2. Hello. Hey, Lamont, how you doing? He's here. And Marilyn, how you doing? Marky, how you doing? And I think we're almost back around to the end of the If You're Here Viral Beats. Lamar, hello. Torsden, good evening and welcome to the stream. I am resplendent in my smoking jacket, just for you. I think we've almost gone. Azio Head, good evening. Culture of Ghosts, I think we've already done you. So, I think... Oh, who was that? Studio 8 Effects. Hello, good evening. The Wookiee. I must say, Old Bean, that looks remarkably like one of those modern modular thingies. It is. Another Couture, sir. Hello. Hello, Steve. How are you? Richard, hello. Very much putting your modules to the test tonight. Ebb was certainly stirring up my... my bass line there. Cress said hello. I think I've more or less said hello to everybody. Nice and chilled, yeah. It didn't stay that way though, did it? It kind of got a bit scary. It's just like... so that's kind of good. Nick Destruct, hello. I'm going to have a mouthful of this because I'm a little bit thirsty. Oh, Ooh, hello. Oh, live chat. I am on live chat. It appears Jervis is piquing my curiosity with this guitar business. Hello. Well, I'm a guitar player first and foremost. I will say that. I am. I also play bass. Yes. And mandolin. And acoustic guitar. I'm just an all-round stringy kind of guy, but I love, synthesizers. I sing hello, and suddenly it all went... squelchy, yeah. I did the live stream on Tuesday, the World of Synths, and a distortion, and it got very, very acidy. And I don't think that's kind of left my system. I'm still working through that. Although this was definitely more of a sort of ambient, kind of intense ambient, or maybe even knocking on the door of nightmare ambience, which I think is something that the Gaz pioneered. Anyway, so there we go. I think we're all the way around. Tom Curtin, hello, sir. Did you? And it was a last-minute kind of decision, but let's talk about that in a minute. So Eddie Sonic, hello and welcome. I think we've caught up. Any questions? Danger Will Robinson, yes. Science fiction is probably the reason the majority of us are into... You are smoking in any jacket. Thank you very much, I say. So I think a lot of this music that we do is certainly at the sort of I suppose let's back that up and let's start from this point. Probably the first synthesizers or the first sounds made by a synthesizer that we have been sort of exposed to would have been in some way, shape or form due to science fiction television and films. And certainly as a Brit growing up in a household with 3 channels, one of those would show things like Doctor Who, which of course was scored by the BBC Radiophonics Workshop, who used EMS synthesizers. So I think, yes, Doctor Who, exactly, hiding behind the couch. Thank you, John Pertwee, which is my first Doctor. Although I do think my favourite Doctor is... Where is he? Where is he? Oh, excuse me. It's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. And it's in my collection. My 1977 Doctor Who annual with Tom Baker on the front. Looking like, actually, we could be buddies. Good look at that. Although he's probably a lot younger than I am now there. But what a great, look at this. Do kids have this kind of stuff now? It's all on the internet. Look at that. The Terror Trail. It's a game. Oh, my goodness. I know I'll be playing at Christmas. So a little bit of Doctor Who. Oh, I've filled this one in. Okay, so answers in the chat. No peeking. Let's do a little quiz. So I'm going to take my glasses off. Oh, no. Goodness gracious. No one's going to get any of this. How did I get it? And out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. None of this would be ever interesting at all. So I'm not going to read it. But maybe on the ATEM I'll read this rather than Lord Tennyson, which is what I was going to read during that jam, but I just got caught up in it. So the time script. Ooh, skyship. Look at that. It's a flying saucer. It's a flying saucer. So that's, I guess, one of those things that when you're making music with any kind of synthesizer, you will always, I guess, lean towards science fiction soundtrack kind of vibes. Then there's the dance element, isn't there? Maybe there's also minimalist stuff. I'd like to put... Oh. Icing the Body Electric has just posit an alternative notion that the original association of it were actually spiritual and ethereal. Think of the ghostly notes of the theremin. Yes. And of course, my first and favourite science fiction movie didn't use a synthesizer, but used individual, lots of tapes, loops, delays, all that kind of good stuff. The Forbidden Planet. And that is incredibly ethereal. So as the very seed from which my synthesizer explorations have grown was planted by that very film. Scary as it was, and I like that kind of quirky, kind of mystical horror anyway. Yeah, when was this? The 70s? Yes, it was, Aziohead. The 70s. So yeah, so I decided tonight to go and, as I say, carry on up the modular, because of course it is one of those shops, isn't it?
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Which I do. I've got my modular out. I haven't played with it for a good few weeks, so I thought best not to dive in too hard on my new hidden sequencer, the Performer, which is there. So I carried on with PAMs and just had a very straightforward kind of set of triggers for the drums, 4 triggers out for drums, followed by gate and voltage to create some sort of rhythmic textures, which vaguely resemble some sort of arpeggio. So yeah, we've got basically 2 avenues. It went down to the Dreadbox Hysteria, Eudaimonia, which is obviously the oscillator, into a filter with an envelope, into a reverb, and that's that one sound. But then I was using Ebb, which is one of Richard, his wonderful modules there by Axis Modular, which was then stirring up the low pass voltage to give it some interesting pulsing sounds. Was later on, which was then in time with the drums. So that's kind of important as well. So it was really, you know, pulsy, and that's the hypnotic aspect of it. So that's kind of what's on the table. And I did think, I've obviously got this wonderfully made, again by Rich, sort of USB playback device with an interview. And I was going to break that down and have to my side here, I was going to have my trusty circuit rhythm triggering individual lines from that very interview, because there's some beautiful singing. There's you know, she's talking about her mother, and this is it's quite a. I'll go into. I'll revise that topic for another one, because it's music and music with purpose. You know, she was a refugee. I partook in this set of interviews with a lot of asylum seekers and refugees and their stories. So I still have those. I perhaps ought to sort of investigate if I'm allowed to use that, but it's so quietly in the background. But I'd love to share some of that, and I think that's important, to have those kind of some purpose in there, and that kind of leads us, talking about purpose, into tonight's show. Obviously, we all lost Inky too soon, way too soon. She was a big fan and a big supporter of not just myself and this show, but of you as well, and whatever you've done, whether it was a hardware jam, whether it was just a conversation about what you were doing with your music. And I know she touched all of us in such a way that it's hard to, it's not hard, is it? Because we all feel it. We all feel her loss, but it's hard to see how she gave so much of herself to everybody. That's not that hard bit at the beginning, doesn't make sense, but yeah, she gave herself so freely and willingly to everyone. It was such a huge heart, and she has left an enormous hole. I've said to myself, I'm not going to get upset about this, but it's hard not to, isn't it? Because even the conversations we had at the beginning of this, even in the chat, when I first brought my guitar out, she was raging. Andy, he's nicking your idea. He's doing what you do. She went on. I must go back and look at those episodes where she was still with us, and maybe, you know, sort of put them into some form that we can all share and look back on and smile in that way, because, you know, what a fitting tribute. But yes, I hope all of you have enjoyed the tribute music that a lot of you have partaken in. I missed the deadline for it, so I figured that I would dedicate tonight's jam to her. So you might notice it's not all blue. There's lots of purple in the background, as well as a Christmas tree. So hopefully there is a link in here to a Just Giving. There's a memorial, so someone wants to memorialise that. So just follow that and give generously. Steve's just put in the chat, but it is in the description to this video as well. Invisibility shield. Oh, okay. Oh no, I think live top chat. I think someone's not got top chats. Good evening, Andrew Longhurst. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I hope you've all enjoyed that, and I hope that we all remember her fondly and warmly. I think she would have wanted that. She wouldn't have wanted us all to be, I think. Yeah. Anyway, So I hope we've enjoyed the tribute concerts and the music that everyone's performed this weekend. I've got some catching up to do with a lot of that as well, because I missed quite a bit of it with other stuff going on and finding time. But so Steve's posted in the chat. I've got it in the description below. And yeah, this is a nice place where we can all fondly remember Inky and those moments where she was herself and supportive, and and all the rest of it. Yeah. Anyway, what a glorious human being, and I'm so happy that she has touched us all and left such a big impression, And I think that Be More Inky, hashtag Be More Inky, is definitely something that I think we've all been doing. So there. Her work lives on. So there we go to Inky. So Inky would be drinking a cider, wouldn't she? What are you drinking? I'm drinking. Oh, where is it? I'm drinking one of my fancy Waitrose teas. Where's it gone? Jackson, what have you done with it? What? What have you done with it? Where's the teapot? I don't know what it's called. It's got ginger in it. You don't know? Well, why don't you know? He doesn't like modular. He doesn't. He really doesn't. Do you want to come and say hi, just quickly, while we figure out where the tea is? Just literally brought it in though. Oh, he's not going to like being up here. Oof. Oh, oh my God. It's not the same. No, you won't like it. No, I don't like that you like. Oh my God, it's literally, it's just like the worst. What would Inky say? Yeah, you like that one. You just sit on that. If you do sit there though, I won't be able to see what Steve's saying in my little one-to-one. Anyway, it's something from Waitrose that's herbal. Okay, are you going to sit there? You're going to sit there. That's good. You sit there. You just get on there. I can't see the chat. What have we got? Appleton. Oh, Appleton Estate rum. I used to enjoy that. Very nice. If I just do this, I can see what was. Yeah. I've just read back on the chat while I was talking about Inky. Lots of really positive things. Right, get your arse out of off the iPad. Get your arse off the iPad, Mr. Jackson. Really? You see what I have to work? Never work with children and animals. Animals. Dude, I really can't see what people are drinking. Cosmic Sasquatch. Hello. Sasquatch. Oh, Fortnum and Mason Sandringham tea. Nice. Do like a bit of Fortnum and Mason. Drink Fallen Angel spiced rum. Dr. Pepper. Ooh, I like that combination. I think the cat does get bigger every week. It's bloody huge, isn't he? Little caramel macchiato. Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, you've got more grooming to do, haven't I? Oh, hang on. Let me just give you that one. Go on, look up. Oh, huge, aren't you? You're just like massive. Right, I've got to stop doing that because I do want you to move. It's a bit early for the Jackson 5, isn't it? We were going to talk about what's on the table, and we've kind of done that a bit, really, haven't we? We have talked about it. It's nothing. But just to say, I wanted to supplement, and I think because... Hang on. Because of that comment that Inky made with me playing guitar and Andrew Synchrotron is part of his drone stream every week as he plays guitar with it, I had to play guitar. There was just no question about that at all. Now, obviously, my guitar style and Andy's are very different. Although, someone's just asked how the Baby Jackson's coming on. Well, we keep filling it. Oh my God, it's massive. It's now. I might need to expand it. It's huge. Not the tea. And where's your Baby Jackson? Oh my goodness. And I haven't really given him his winter brush yet. It's been so busy the last couple of weeks that we do need to do that. Some serious grooming. I've just found my big muff as well. Which is where the battery is for my e-bike. I couldn't find that, and of course that's extremely handy. But yeah. So can you sit there? Can you just be? Oh, yeah. So I had to play guitar. It wouldn't have been a tribute otherwise. But I also, like I said, I wanted to have the samples at one side, and I just didn't have time to do that. And then I thought it would be nice to have another instrument, another synthesizer. And I suddenly thought, what am I enjoying most at the moment playing? And it's the synth, isn't it? It's the Polyend synth. So I grabbed one of the synth engines, and of course it had to be the purple engine because you know. And from that, I just got a nice virtual analog poly synth engine, and got a nice bit of that going on with some nice LFO sort of stuff going on there, so that it was a bit more movement. Right. Yeah? You happy with that now? What is that? Pulls out massive clumps of fur. This is how I groom him. This is what he comes to me for. It's like it's like, but yeah, he likes it. He's I don't know. It's big. Like, there we go. There we go. He's happy. Right, can we get it? Can we get off my modular now? You've had your moment. Can I? He's like, no, Daddy, no. There you go. There he is. The lynx. Yeah? Yeah, you need a wash as well, don't you? We need to get you winterproof. He doesn't look in pain. Pick me up! Pick me up! There we go. Right. What are we doing, dude? What are we doing? Jameson's crust. Oh, you're saying you're all this time of year, hot whiskey for hot whiskey. Are you just gonna sit? Oh, he's back on the synth. I don't know why it's not making any sound, because it really should be. I've not muted it. You're just not playing it tonight. Haha. Don't mean that. He's very talented, aren't you, mate? So yeah. So again, what a fitting tribute to Inky that you would sit here so careful. I mean, look at that. I mean, you need to look at that. Look over there. Yeah. I think we need a. Oh, look at those eyes, looking at me so lovingly, aren't you, sweetheart? Anyway. Oh, really, Manny? Manny's just said that his cat, Luna, would give Jackson a run for his money in the fluff department. Oh, another Persian or a rag doll? I think this guy's huge, aren't you? What are you doing? Let's just give everyone an idea of what you're playing right now. Are you playing anything? That's beautiful. What? So, Cosmic Sasquatch, Jackson's a Persian. And he's actually playing that synth right now for you. Oh, Whiskey Galore. What a great film that was. Ragdoll, Maine Coon. Oh my goodness. And we thought Jackson was big. Maine Coon are big. Yeah, so... Anyway, oh, you can do some singing as well. Do some reverb on that? Ow. Ow. What? Is that it? I just thought he was going to bite the cables then. Oh, Jackson. Anyway, so it's a Sunday. We've spent some time synthing, some chatting. Fizzgog, yes. Fizzgig. Fizzgig? Dark Crystal? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. That would have been a better name. If he had not come with pre-named, but then I might have called Tom Brian or Duncan. I think he was going to be Duncan, and yeah, I wanted a name. Okay, can I just? You're not doing anything of note there. You've just held down. Can I just show you what he's done? He's just somehow. I mean, you know, cat knows how. He's used the shift, his paws on the shift button there, and he's just held on. Is that Robbie? We better talk about Robbie, haven't we? What the hell are you doing? You're not doing anything. I don't know what that noise is though, but that's right. We need to talk about Robbie. Last night, whilst I was clearing the table from the synthesizer pedals extravaganza from, removing my muff off the table, my multiple muffs. You want to sit on that now, do you? You are quite incredible. Anyway, as I was doing all that, and I was quite tired last night, we had a little bit of an incident where Robbie took a tumble. Now, if there's anyone sensitive about nudity in the chat, look away now because I'm going to show you Robbie nude. He survived the fall, but unfortunately he isn't in the best of health. So I think I might have to repot him and yeah, you want to give him a kiss, make him better. It wasn't you that pushed him off though. It was my butt. And I was bending over under the table. I turned around and banged the table, and he fell off. Or did I think he was on the end of that, and it was my butt bending over that knocked him off. Anyway, yeah, poor Robbie. Poor Robbie. He fell off the table and his plant pot broke. Robbie, poor Robbie. He fell off. Oh, there he is. You did feel that. I'm sorry. It's like now Jackson's having his own back on my modular. Don't. I thought you were going to go. I thought he was coming for you again, but I mean, he's been eyeing you up anyway. I mean, it was only a matter of time before something happened. But there we go. Cat jamming with Jackson. Can we clear that? The weird chord that you've just somehow managed to play. I don't think it plays that many notes. Right. Oh. It's not my chat over with my moderators. It's chaos with Jackson. Right. How is Tom doing? Question. How is Tom's doing really well. I couldn't find him before the stream, and I was running around trying to get the guitar plugged in and working, and all the pedals weren't plugged in as expected. They're still not, but I managed to get some of the sounds I wanted to get. So I couldn't quite find him, but he's doing really well. His fur's grown back really well. He seems to be, just in good health again, which is really, really, we're happy to hear that. And actually, I caught this guy and him almost cuddling up, which is a rarity. So they don't normally. He's a latecomer to our family. How long have we had you now? 2.5 years. Oh, was it that long? Yeah. maybe a little bit longer than that. I think it was May, wasn't it? May 22. Yeah. 2.5 years, close enough. Anyway, Tom's been with us 6-7 years, but he was with my mum longer. So, and he's 9, so actually he must have been 3 when he came here. And yeah, such an amazing spirit. Oh, hello, Mr. Evans. So Andrew Longhurst, Mr. Evans knocked my ELZ1 play out of my hands. Oh, ELZ play out of my hands into the wooden floor last night. It bounced. I swore it was undamaged. Mr. Evans got the cuddle he'd been after. It's what they do. That's what they do, isn't it? They just want your attention, and they know how to get it. I am going to tune you because that's just one note. It's not. No one wants to hear your one note, unless it's Drone Cat. Drone Cat, the most believable leader of of the drones. He's a cat. I don't know the rest of the words to sort of sing that. It was, Marky, that was Jackson. It was literally Jackson actually voiced the amount that he was in there. I don't know. Obviously, you know, he's got a British accent. Actually, he's probably got a Welsh accent. He was born in Swansea. When you're born in Swansea, you're born in Swansea. Yeah, that's what you talk like in Swansea. Well, actually, it's a bit more Cardiff, but it's Swansea. You know, in the home of Dylan Thomas, a pretty shitty city. Yes. Robbie Furnicelli. Yes, it's a Robbie Furnicelli. Yeah. What else? Have I missed more questions? There was more questions. No, that's it. I've caught up the questions. We're drinking. I haven't had time to bake this week, and I'm feeling the lack of baking. Definitely not enough for my satisfaction, because I find it very therapeutic. But I did make a banging curry. Was that yesterday? Yeah, I made, well, it was kind of a combination. It was kind of Indian spiced kofkas made with pork and beef, because that's what I had, rather than lamb, which would have been better. Served in a peshwari naan with like a kebab, really, but an Indian sort of style. And prior to that, I'd made a split yellow dal, which we had with yogurt and pickled, all homemade. That's sort of like a raita with homemade pickled red onion in very simple, very thinly sliced onion, with mainly just a bit of salt and some juice of a lime. Amazing. But just that whole kind of, yeah. So we all ate really well. But I didn't actually bake this week. Just lack of time. I don't think I can stream on Tuesday. I'm doing my final two. Well, it's not the final. I've got 3 productions to tech next week and to manage. And one's on Tuesday, starting at 6:30. Doors at 6:30. Actually, no, it's doors at 6. This production starts at 6:30, and it's likely to be. It's in 2 halves. It's likely to finish at 9. So by the time I get home after that, I think I'm going to be too tired to stream. So I'm going to postpone this week's stream. And just have the night off to try and rest and sleep. But you will see me another time this week, because I am guesting on the fabulous Pro Synth Network on Friday, which is something I'm very much looking forward to. Sharing the little screen with Andrew and Kent and Robbie and you guys if you're in the chat. So do come along. Madge. Spinster of this parish. Oh, they both have Welsh accents. The Deep Valley's accent, and there's cat. Nice. You gotta have Welsh accents on a cat. Look at that. Oh, you think you got a face now? You got a face, innit? You got a face. So come on. Oh, you're moving away now. All right, bud. Oh, I'm happy there. I'm happy there. Pick me up now. He's got the eyebrows. There, see, eyebrows. Yeah, I think he definitely works better in Welsh, which apparently is one of the most difficult accents for non-Welsh people to do, which is why Dr. Dolittle was done with a Welsh accent, because he was trying to prove that he could do it. Robert Downey Jr., come on, let's have a chat, mate. Come on. You know. Well, that's how it is, isn't it? It's postpone. That's exactly it. You need to postpone. Yes, enunciation is a lovely thing to do. Oh, you had a dial tonight, Paul Holmes. I've got enough left for tomorrow night. So when I come home from work, all tired, all glowy in the pond, then I can do that. Yes, Andrew. Yes, I know you're a Swansea boy, a Swansea Jack. I think is the correct way, isn't it? Welsh Muse. Well, this is the Muse. Yes. Anyway, so what I think I'm going to do, because we've nearly had the hour, is I will bid you good night, because I am starting to feel tired with this amazing drink of something that I can't even remember what it was. We've had fun, frivolity, we've had cats, coys. Oh, my dad corrected me about my Liverpudlian heritage. He's on catch up, my dad. And he said, let me quote my father. He said that whilst my family used, oh hello, I've lost it. Said St Helens was where we were from. That was because it was the nearest train station. So actually, we're from Wavertree. Who'd have thought it? Wave a tree. See, it all makes sense. I wave, there's a tree. Genetics, you know. Anyway, so northern dog with Welsh. Mostly Welsh though, isn't it? So what I'm going to probably do tonight is we'll continue the sort of like ambience-y kind of. Oh, hello. What you see? He's done it now. What's his chord? It's not nice though, is it? It's not nice. It's not pleasant. It's not a nice drone. He's not a drone cat, is he? He really isn't. But we'll play out with a little bit of guitar, a little bit of the synth, and a little bit of what we were already using. Robbie, if you're still around, you'll be pleased to know that the majority of my sound was FM. You hear that? Do we hear that? No, because I've turned it down. Unmistakably FM. Monmouthshire, Tom! That is the posh end of Wales. That's the porch of Wales, isn't it? People come there and shelter from the rain. Should we go in? Hang on a minute. It's Monmouthshire. I'm joking, obviously. You're Welsh. Damn it, you're Welsh. Not up the Wrexham Mafia, though, like me and Gaz. The Wrexham Synth Mafia. What does that mean? I don't know. I just love it, and I need to dive into this. It's a 4-operator, 4-voice FM synth in a module. Come on. I mean, you know, I think I need to strip back my modular, start again. I might have some other modules coming next week that are being sent to me. Can't talk too much about them, although they have been announced. I'll probably do a video for that as well. I need to catch up with my ebb and flow video as well. That's started, but it's just time is a killer. And when you're doing videos or any video production, I like to get everything in. You know, lots of B-roll, and I like to know the equipment that I'm trying to, you know, sort of, which isn't always possible, but I like to know what I'm talking about. So I've been playing with the ebb and flow for quite a while now. So I think I'm going to be able to do that. Yes, FM, baby, FM, and even with the drums, we can go a bit faster actually, can't we? That's not FM. That's what is that? Oh, it's lunacy. Oh, hang on. I tell you what, it's something really menacing about 70 BPM, isn't there? Right. Okay. Right. Well, it looks like I'm. It almost feels too fast now. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to slow the. Oh, nice. A bit darker. Where's mine? Play my analog synth. My analog synth wedi mynd. I've got a nice doubled up drum sound. It doesn't seem very punchy though. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there, but maybe it's just me. Beat is the law. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I mean, again, we got a guitar here. I could kind of do that, but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. So let's start playing this out, and I'll start creating. Thank you very much for your company tonight. Don't forget to follow the links to the Just Giving page for the Inky tribute. If you haven't seen, I'll get Steve. Can you put the link to at least one of the streams so people can find it, and we'll share that. Can I pin that? Do I? Oh, hang on. ProSynth Network. Here it is. How do I pin it? No. Oh, I can't. No. Ah, pin message. I've pinned. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So noob, still a bit of a noob. So I've pinned the contribute to the Inky Memorial Fund at the top of the chat. But yeah, if you can add a link to the jams that people have, you know, the broadcast jams encapsulates all the jams in the comment. That'd be brilliant. Oh yeah, there you go. Inky live stream, brilliant. So I'm going to go and watch a bit more of that while I'm packing down. Although I won't be packing this down because I'm really enjoying playing the modular again. Yeah, I think it does. I think Gaz was right. It really suits me. And it's taken me years to get into this. So, you know, hopefully I'm going to tease Robbie about that this Friday. So, Robbie, prepare yourself. Right, guys. Thank you. Have a glorious rest of your Sunday. Have a fantastic night's sleep. Have a brilliant start to your week, and have a wonderful week. Be good to yourselves and each other, and I'll see you soon. Right, let's do this. Let's get the beat going. Oh, okay. So the last jam is on the Inky thing, so but you can retrospectively go and watch them afterwards. Right. Oh, I see. Filth. Oh, the battery's gone. Oh no. Oh, I know what that is. Thank you and good night. Be well. It's noisy in here.